Yep. All right, here we go, Blake. I wish we could say we're going to be doing the show coming off 2 out of 3 winners and looking for a back-to-back with Hovland getting it done, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. What'd you think?
He's little prick Vic, and he's going to be that to me until he fucking wins a big fucking tournament. It was fucking embarrassing all fucking weekend. This guy should have won that tournament by fucking 7 shots. And I know the conditions were terrible, but a lot of the bogeys that he had weren't because of the conditions. They were because he's a fucking idiot. He's just a dumb fuck. Like, in what world do you go at that pin on 17?
I don't get it. I don't get
Like,
going
hit
for
it to the center of the green. That's what Scheffler did. He just manage the fucking course when the conditions are like that. And then Scheffler's in all sorts of trouble on 15. And Vic, have a sense of the room, bud. Like, you just need to put it in the center of the green. Don't fucking go for it and airmail it. I don't know if it's his fucking caddy's fault. Like, he needs a new fucking caddy. Someone that just needs to be like, Vic, we're right here. Scotty's in trouble. Center of the green. Here, hit it short. Being short's fine there. And then for Scotty to drill that putt and Vic to make fucking bogey on 15 after what happened, like, that's just pathetic shit, man.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. He has no golf course management whatsoever. You get him to Puerto Rico and one of these other events where it's like fairly flat all over and the around the green stuff doesn't really matter. He's able to make up for all the dumb shit that he does. But in a tournament like this, with conditions like that and a field like that, it's not going to happen. And it's like you said, he should have won by 7 strokes. He honestly should have.
I mean, on 13, he 3-putts from 21 feet. Like, what, dude? Just make the 2-putt and get the fuck out of there. You get a great shot out of the bunker. You put it to 20 feet. Scotty has like 70 feet. He puts it to tap-in range, and then you blow it 5 feet by. Your speed on the green Saturday were pathetic. Like, you leave in lag putts 10 feet short. Like, what the fuck? His bunker play is fucking atrocious. It's just pathetic.
Yeah, a lot of
It's
bad.
like 3 out of 14 out of the bunkers this week. This week. Like, you're a professional fucking golfer, dude. You need to be at least 50%.
So many little things that if one thing changed here, one thing changed there, he easily wins. And it's like the amount of those things is so big that it's, you can always second guess a guy who should have won or whatever. He really honestly should have won. He was the guy. All week he was the guy and missed a 2-footer, the bunker stuff, the course management. It was horrible. It was one of the worst beats I can remember. And
just
it was the right
deflating.
pick.
Deflating, man.
I
got to give him a break. I can't go back to him for a while, especially at the odds that he's at, because he's so fucking good. Like, dude, you and Morikawa are the same fucking person, but Morikawa has a fucking brain. And he just knows how to manage golf tournaments. And you're just a fucking idiot, little Mr. Magoo, just walking around with a smile on your fucking face. Why don't you get this smile off your fucking face and win a fucking golf tournament? A big boy event.
And he's not going to win a big boy event until he figures that out. And
you're just throwing money away. I got a Masters bet that he ain't fucking winning the Masters. He's a fucking cocksucker.
And he's a dumbass. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? And watch him come out and win this week. But whatever. I'm not going there. He wins this week. Great for him. I love Victor Hovland in general. I think he's obviously one of the most talented players in the world. I give him that. He's just a fucking dumbass. And he'll definitely learn from this yesterday. But, like, come on, bud. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I completely agree. It sucks. And you know what? That'd be kind of something for him to do is fuck us here. But you know what? If he can't win that one, how is he going to win this one? It's just, I can see him being there again for sure, though, the way he's playing. He's playing great.
He is. He's playing great. 2 straight top 2s or whatever. He was 3rd at Genesis. I mean, so fucking frustrating. And then Fitz just did exactly what we said he would do.
Yeah, hung around all week. Had a chance maybe to backdoor it if it went differently, but good finish, I guess. I mean, what did he finish? 7th?
Yeah. Basically what we said he'd do.
Finished 7th and really never sniffed contention.
No. Gave us a little bit of hope going into Sunday.
And then early Sunday, he made a nice early birdie, and guys were really backing up. So, frustrating week, man. These are the shows that are hard to do when you just know you're on the right guy. You should have won it. Kind of been all over the board recently, and just peppering the thing. And I think we deserved that win after that pick. But I mean, Scheffler wins two out of his last 3 starts. Who the hell is going to be on that?
Yeah, I mean, Scotty was great. I mean, he only hit 5 fairways, but like I said, he just manages it. Great lag putter. That fucking par on 15 and 16. Just what the fuck? Incredible.
Yeah, those are the ones that, obviously ended up winning him the tournament. So, all right, whatever. We're on to the Players Championship.
Yeah, I'm sad, man. I'm very sad.
I'm too. It's not been a great Monday thus far.
Very sad, guys.
But what are you going to do? That's golf. We have some horrible ones in our past, and you win, you lose, and it is what it is. You move on. TPC Sawgrass, par 72, 7,245 yards, Bermuda grass greens. It is a Pete Dye design. A lot of risk reward out there. You get the famous par 3, 17th island green. Exciting finish all the time. Last year, JT won. We were on him. He was 3 strokes back to start Sunday, and that was, one of the best finishes that I can remember. So it's always exciting. And the back 9 is just always, it's going to be people ejecting. It's going to be guys charging up the board. It's just an awesome event. Strongest field of the year. You can make a very good argument about that. We've got 144 guys in the field here. 49 of the world's top 50 are playing, if I'm not mistaken.
No Bryson.
Okay, 48.
No Harry English, right?
That's why I said 49. Yeah, so 48. 48 of the top 50. No Bryson, no English. So we've never had a back-to-back champion, so there is some volatility out here. Yeah, that's Sawgrass. What are your thoughts on the week overall in general?
Yeah, and you said only Tiger and Jack have won it twice. Is that true?
I believe that's true.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, it is.
What are my thoughts here? This is a major. This is a major.
Yeah, for all.
I know it's technically not a major, but this is a major. It's the biggest pot. It's more than a major, and we got a major field, and it's a great week. I love this week. I love the players. Just last week's just put a big damper on what I want to do. It's just like, I'm not excited right now, man. I'm sorry.
I know. Instead of flush with cash, we're kind of now searching for another one. It's just, Vic fucked everything up. He fucked his own life up.
So Pete Dye is obviously big here. But this course is, it's random. A lot of guys a lot of guys can play well one year and then miss the cut the next. So the only guy I think we don't have to worry about missing a cut here this week is probably Rahm. I'd assume so, right? Everybody else can easily miss the cut here.
I agree
with that.
I totally agree with that. And I guess we can get into the odds here, and we can start with Rahm, I guess. Using Bet365, the odds are a little different no matter where you're looking this week. So I guess it really depends.
Yeah. Before we get to 365, I wanted to look at Pete Dye last 50 rounds, top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Got Rory, Cantlay, Casey. Casey's doesn't like the wind. He's played pretty horrible over the weekend.
Oh God, he was bad.
Answer, Siwoo, Sergio, Day, DJ, Scott, and then Rahm comes in. Yeah, and Rahm 10th. Okay. Those are your last 50. If we go to last 24, see if it's similar. We got Casey, Rory, Connors, JT, Answer, Siwoo, Rahm, Cantlay, Lowry. So a lot of the similar guys.
Yeah, definitely Pete Dye guys have done really well here. Webb's kind of a Pete Dye guy, has won here. Casey's always been good here. Bryson is a Pete Dye guy who has won here. So Scott's always good, right? So yeah.
Bryson hasn't won. He came in second.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. Second last year.
Yeah. So yeah, Pete Dye, guys, and we'll get into the board here.
365.
All right, 365. We got three co-favorites here on 365. We got JT 14, Rahm 14, and Colin Morikawa 14. The only other guy below 20 on 365 is Rory 18.
So you're gonna get a lot of love for Colin this week, and he makes a lot of sense. Right? He keeps the ball in play. He's very reliable. I heard somebody on a show or something yesterday saying that he hasn't been good in Florida. He won Concession, which is in Florida, last year. It was a big show too, so you might know it. But yeah, he makes plenty of sense, but he's just so glaringly obvious, and it seems like everybody's betting him. And I'm thinking about the times when Morikawa has won. It's kind of been when he's under the radar. Open Championship, everyone said that was going to be a really tough one for him. He probably wouldn't win. PGA Championship, he was 25, 30 to 1, and it was kind of he was definitely under the radar for that one.
Concession, he was fucking 40 to 1.
Yeah, so it's like when you see it coming for him, it's not really the way he's won in the past. Obviously, can he win? Absolutely. Is a skill set great for Sawgrass? Yep. Look at the other players who have won. You had JT, Tiger, all these iron players, and he's obviously one of the best. So, if not the best, so makes total sense. Do you have thoughts on Colin?
Yeah, he's perfect. He makes perfect sense. He's gonna win a Players at one point in his career. He's too good of an iron player. All the good iron players win a Players. That's why I was heavy on JT last year. It's because at some point JT was going to win a Players. He's just suited for it. And at some point Colin's going to win a Players. 16 to 1. I'd consider it. Anything below 16, I'm not betting. I would not bet. So I don't know. It's hard to argue. He's only played in 2 starts on the PGA this year, 5th and a 2nd. So I mean,
but how are those approach numbers in those 2 events?
3.5, 2.6.
Yeah, that's not Morikawa levels right now. I mean, for me,
no, he's 7 and 8 is when he that's his 7, 8, 9. That's when he
yeah, like JT.
Fire.
If JT's gaining 2-3, I'm not really that thrilled with him.
Right. He's kind of a bad week for JT and Morikawa, right?
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I mean, he gained 6.8 strokes putting at Genesis.
Yeah.
And I agree with the Florida take in one sense that, like, I don't think he's gaining 7 strokes putting in Florida.
Gained 4 at Concession.
Yeah. So good. Yeah, he can do it. But so for me, the guy is Rahm. You talk about guys who are the best iron players that win here, and sometimes we forget how good of an iron player Rahm is because he does everything so well. But I mean, his past in 2022, since the calendar has flipped, he's been fucking incredible, ball striking wise. Now, last 24 rounds, first in ball striking, so he's first off the tee, first in approach, and he's 6th in good drives gained. So not only is he great off the tee, I mean, he's keeping it in play. And if you look at all the elite players in good drives gained, they don't really sniff that top 10, and he's 6th there. And he's just long and straight and as reliable as it comes with the driver. Approach-wise, he gained almost 7 strokes on approach last week. That's the levels you're looking for in terms of an elite player rounding in form to win. Now put it in perspective here, ball striking-wise. It's not that like he's been great. He's been fucking otherworldly ball striking-wise. He's gained over 53 strokes ball striking in his past 24 rounds. Second best is Zalatoris at 37.
Holy fuck. Yeah, off the tee wise, he's the best driver in the game right now. It's not even close.
He is, and right now he's, the past in 2022, he's been the best iron player too. So just that combination of ball striking, it's unbelievable, and it's kind of what we saw. JT peaking last year, heading into the Players. It was just a lot of the iron play, and like I feel the same about Rahm. And that combined with the fact that I've always liked him at the Players. And his course history is good. He has a 12th in 2019 and a 9th in 2021. And both of those are like, they're good finishes, and they could be indicative of something coming. But I also think both those finishes are a bit deceiving, right? Because 2019, he's in first place on the 11th hole when he's in the bunker, and his caddy tells him to tells him to lay up, and he puts it dead in the middle of the lake.
That was one of the most. That was Vic. That's fucking Victor Hovland there.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like at that point in his career, he didn't really have the course management. Right, it's 3 years ago. He was a hothead, and he's really matured since then in terms of the way he manages the golf course. That's not going to happen again. So, yeah, he finished 12th, but he was in position to win the event on the 11th hole. All right, and on the back nine. So he was there then. 2021, the last time we had it, he finished in 9th, but he was right there going to the weekend. I remember we were on JT, and like it was JT and Rahm, the guys who we thought were probably going to win, even though they were behind Lee and Bryson. So, and I think because Bryson and Westwood were playing so well that day too, they were playing really well on Sunday. Like he had to start getting really aggressive, and he doesn't give a fuck if he finishes in 3rd or 9th. So he was just kind of going at pins, and he made some bogeys coming down the stretch trying to go for the win. So I think both cases, he's better than 9th and 12th. He really truly had a chance to win in both events. Like he is very good here. He's playing really good. Only thing that, yeah.
I think I read that his first time playing here, he was in the top 10 or top 10 going into the weekend. And he shot 83 on Saturday.
Yeah, so he's had the good rounds. He's definitely had the good rounds. And you know what? A similar thing happened with Neiman at Genesis. Like everyone said his course history wasn't good, but he was third place after 36. And people, sometimes you got to look at the guys who have great rounds at places and put themselves in position, and you got to get rid of some of those bad rounds that may affect the finishing position that you think, goes with course history.
Yep. Okay. I got questions on him though.
Yeah.
Mike D, what is he wearing for shoes? Need to know. His chipping and putting are atrocious right now.
Mm-hmm.
And those are normally a weapon. Both of them. You concerned there?
Absolutely, you're concerned about it. You're concerned. It's the weird thing is, I mean, for his career, he is one of the best short game players there is. In terms of the super elites, he's the best with short game, I would argue, in terms of chipping and putting combined. He's a great putter. He's a great chipper. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. 3 really bad weeks in a row. There's no denying it, but I'm not going to not bet him with the way he's playing and the fact that I love him at this course just because I think he's going to putt poorly. I know he's a good putter.
I'm not necessarily worried about the putting, but it's gotten worse each week. I'm more concerned about 5 straight weeks of losing multiple shots around the green. 5 straight weeks.
Yeah.
It's not good, man.
It isn't, but
putting's fickle. That'll come and go. I actually was really worried about him last week just because he changed the putter, and I thought that was a good thing because like last year when he changed the putter, he should have won Memorial. He was up 6 strokes, whatever. And then he just started, he won the US Open, and he was just lights out the rest of the year. So I like the putter change for him, but around the green is worrisome.
How important would you say is around the green here?
I mean, I don't think it's as important as usually is, but I still don't like it. Like that's just I don't know.
I don't like it either. I don't like it. I get it.
I don't understand it. Like why? He's
a great chipper. He's a great bunker player. I don't know.
You remember him at Memorial?
Oh, everything. He just saved everything. I do remember. Yeah, I was on him.
Right? You were on him. He was lights out.
He will be again. It's just a blip. I really, honestly, truly believe it's just a blip.
I know he will be. I'm not worried about that. It's just like
right now.
Are we getting on him too soon here? And then also, I mean, I'd need a 14.
Same.
I'm not betting him at 12 just because I don't know. I can't do that. I need a 14. And 14 is a good number for him, getting that discount. And even his bad finish is 21st.
Yeah, I mean, he's been putting and chipping horribly this calendar year. His worst finish is 21st out of all 6 starts.
Yeah. But yeah, his tee to green, he's the best in the field. Can't even argue that.
And he's the guy I know is going to be there. Like anyone else, just like you said, is at risk of missing the cut. I know he's going to be there. I want the guy who I know is going to be there.
About JT?
No. I'm not.
Just because he won last year.
Yep.
I mean, if he didn't win last year, I mean, he's primed to win something big here. Is he not?
Well, he is.
Not
Maybe
saying it this week, but
maybe he wins the Masters. I don't know, but these guys don't win. You sent me something else earlier too. Not only do guys not win here back to back, so no one's ever come in the top 10 after winning the previous year.
yeah, since 05, Adam Scott was the only one. Finished 8th.
He is trying to win something big, but at Genesis he only gained 0.2 on approach.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know.
I'm fine. I'm fine not being on him.
Yeah, we'll just pass. Anything on Rory?
He could win. He was, according to a lot of people, he won last Thursday.
He did. Yeah, him and Zalatoris.
Yeah, they both won. I don't think either of them finished in the top fucking 30.
Come on. Rory wasn't Willie Z level. Rory still finished top 20. He was 13th, actually.
Cool, I guess. Yeah, he could. He's obviously won here. He likes the place. He could do fine. I'm not going to bet him though.
Driving the ball great. He's just, yeah, I'm off. He's too sad.
Yeah, just fuck that. I'm not going to deal with that fucking bullshit this week.
No, my bets would be Rahm or Morikawa if the number slipped. I wouldn't bet Morikawa below 16. I don't think I'm getting a 16. I wouldn't bet Rahm below 14. If it was 14 and 16, I'd bet Rahm.
I couldn't agree more with that. I'm probably not going to bet Morikawa. It's just way too obvious. Everybody's betting him. It's just not something I really want to be involved in. I'll just get fucked in the ass on him again, like I did at the Open.
Yeah. All right. We go to the next range in the 20s. We got 4 guys here. Little Prick, 20. Cantlay, 22. Mr. Win, Scotty Scheffler, 25. Guy's just winning everything now. Xander, 28.
Vic
and Scheffler, we can just throw them out. We're not even going to discuss them.
No, but Vic might fuck us. I thought that X28 seems like a pretty good number.
Cantlay, 22, too.
Yeah, Cantlay, I mean, best players in the world right now, I would say Rahm, Morikawa, Cantlay.
And Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, fuck him.
Cantlay, he struggled at Genesis approach, but 3 of the last 4, he's lost strokes on approach.
Yeah, he's been like contending despite not really playing that well.
Yeah, it's weird.
He just hangs around because he drills long putts. He's just always fucking hanging around.
Always drilling long putts. Why can't I have a guy that drills long putts?
I know.
I feel like my guys never drill long putts. And even when they have a long putt, they fucking roll it 6 feet by. Make me sweat.
Well, I think Rahm rolls in long putts.
Yeah, hasn't in a while, though.
No, he's due. I mean,
what about X? X is playing really well, man. Sneaky.
Is he?
Good on approach. Genesis 3.2, Phoenix 4.2, 13th and 3rd. Tee to green at Phoenix was incredible. I know he's a West Coast guy, but
he could win this thing.
He had a second, I think. Yeah, second, his first time playing.
He's been playing well. 3rd, 13, yeah. I think 28 is a great number for him. I think
Eastlake too. Eastlake kind of a comp, isn't it? A little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Shorter course. I think that's a great bet. Will I be betting it? I don't know.
Would you take X or Cantlay?
Good question.
I think I'd take X.
Yeah, I think I'd go X too, just because I think he's playing better, and it's just more. You can do more with the 28.
Yeah.
I like him. Who else did you say in that range? Anyone else you wanted to talk about?
Unless you want to talk about Vic and Scotty.
No.
So no.
I think Vic's going to be there. I don't think he's going to win, but I think he's really going to have a good week, top 10 or something.
So I'm kind of worried about guys that played the weekend at API, like contention wise. It was a grind.
Yeah.
And he saw Rory's comments. He said he needed to take today off.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fucking has his comments about everything. It's concerning. I was looking at last year, the guys who played really well at API played really well with the players. And, we talked about this a little bit this morning, and obviously it was different because the weekend wasn't so brutal. The winner at like 14 or 15 under. So that does take a toll on guys. I think my strategy would be play the guys who played really well on the weekend and fade the guys who didn't play really well on the weekend.
So you're telling me I have to fade Scott and Casey?
Was Scott horrible though?
Approach wise, he was, but he just makes so many birdies that
I'm not
kept hitting in the water a lot. I'll tell you that.
Casey isn't going to win.
Yeah, it's very true.
And Scott, I like. He's probably not going to win either. He's going to finish in 7th, maybe.
Yeah.
So go to the next range. I do like X. I think it's in the 20s. That makes a lot of sense to me.
All right. Hideki 30, Weasel 33, Daniel Berger 35, DJ 35, Brooks 40, Fitz 40.
A lot of guys I like in here. Weasel makes sense, but you always give numbers that I can't bet. I'm not going to bet 33. I know you feel the same way.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Why isn't Weasel like 45 ever? I don't get it. I could see him contending.
Absolutely. He absolutely could. But I'm never going to bet a 33 on him in a field like this.
What about Hideki 30? You can get our player. We hit on him in 2020.
Yeah, we did.
He's got
didn't pay anything.
History. Yeah.
I like Hideki. I mean, the only thing with him again is like, when is the wind term? When does the wind equity slow down? Like, that's why I have been staying off him lately, even though a lot of these situations when you thought it would make a lot of sense and the value was good, which is absolutely true. But I don't know. It's concerning that he's playing good. Gained almost 5 on approach last week. Yeah.
5 at Phoenix.
Played great on Sunday. Yes. He played great on Sunday.
Yep.
I like him. Who do you like better?
Not a good value.
Decky or X?
Wicked close. I almost want to say X just because Hideki's won a couple times more recently.
Yeah. I like Hideki. The value is great. And it's really hard for me to actually think he's actually going to win this week.
Okay. That's fair.
X, I could see much more. I like Berger a lot. I know it's going to be relatively popular to say, but this is the perfect game for what you want here. And his course history is pretty good. He came in 9th place last year. Finds the fairways and greens. He's a great Bermuda putter, great in Florida.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. I think the number is pretty damn good too.
Yeah, I've seen 40s. I don't know. I just don't think he's going to win. Is that fair?
Yeah, like you said to me earlier, and I completely agree with you. He's won good field. Obviously, the Colonial was a great field, but he's never really contended too much in big events. And
right,
fields like this, he kind of goes away. But if there's one of the things he can win, I think it's this, just because distance isn't a huge factor, and he just has the right skill set.
Yeah.
Approach guys.
I mean, yeah, this is a Berger track, kind of.
It is. It's a shorter place where approach matters more than anything, and it's in Florida. That's the Berger track, if anything.
Yeah, Honda Heritage. He won Pebble. Colonial he won. Those are all short tracks. So yeah,
I like him a lot. I do like him.
He's growing on me, but I really just don't see him winning this week.
You got to have a big dick to win this one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What about the two guys?
Yeah, 2 guys. I know you like them a lot. I'm a little bit on the fence, so why don't you give them to me?
I don't like DJ. I like Brooks. I don't like DJ, but I have principles in life. Just when these guys get to these numbers, stats go out the window, and you just bet them.
Yep.
And that's a principle that I've lived by in golf betting, and it's won me a lot of money. So it's called just a blind bet. So Brooks, I actually like. If Brooks was 30, I'd bet him, and I'm seeing up to 50, even over 50. Like, I think his history here is kind of everybody says bad history here is kind of overplayed. I mean, he's got 4 all right finishes the last 4 times he's here. And I think 2020 he was playing well in that first round. I think he was like 3-4 under. Didn't play last year because of the injury. Big event. He wants to win this thing. This is one of the 7-8 tournaments Brooks wants to win, you know.
He's good in
So he
Florida.
has that mindset. Yep, Bermuda guy. And he played well. 2 out of the last 3 events, he's played well. I mean, Phoenix, he finished 3rd. 5 off the tee, 2.2 approach. Genesis, I don't really care because he never plays Genesis Farmers well, ever, even when he's like one of the best players in the world. And then Honda, 3.3, couldn't buy a fucking putt. We were on him. Nothing he did at Honda swayed me from thinking and I didn't love him going into Honda. Nothing swayed me thinking he can't win.
I agree. Yeah, I like him too. He definitely cares about it. He's obviously a big game hunter. He wants this one. The number's dumb. You got to bet it.
Yeah, and I don't give a fuck if everybody's betting it. It's just whatever. I'm not missing out on a Brooks 40 plus in Florida.
Right. No, to me, if everyone's betting on Morikawa at 16-1, that's different than everyone betting 40, 50. Like Phoenix was almost similar. But I mean, I could bet Rahm, Brooks, and DJ.
Yeah. And still bet a couple bombs.
Yeah. So I'm with you on Brooks. Makes total sense. I'll probably bet him. Hopefully get a 40, 45, 50 would be great. DJ is obviously the tougher one. He's played pretty well here.
He has, and ever since it went to March, his performance has improved.
I meant to say that too. I think, like people say the iron thing, which is true, but since it went to March, it's definitely more important to hit the ball far.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this week it's going to be chilly and rainy. Sunday's looking like in the 50s.
Yeah.
So I think you got to hit the ball far. It's not going to carry. It's not going to run. It's not going to be what it was at API. You're going to have to get the ball out there a bit.
Man, that just leads me to Rahm.
I know, and yeah, I can just picture it. Drizzly, rainy, little cold. He does well in those conditions, and I mean DJ, even though he wasn't great, he was still piping it off the tee when we had him last, and he got fucked a couple times. He got a couple fried eggs, and I think he was just ready to get out of there at Genesis. And
yeah, off the tee he was fine. He almost came back and made the cut. He had one bad round, right?
Yeah, and then one of those. I was watching him in the featured coverage in one of those rounds, and it's like the first round, whatever it was. Like he was playing really well, kind of cruising along, and then he got a fried egg in the bunker.
Yeah, that led to minus 3 strokes around the green that day, at round 1.
Yeah, he left one in the bunker, left that in, and then he just literally walked up to the ball after he left it in after the fried egg, and just fucking went up and whacked it like onto the green. Didn't even give a fuck anymore. At that point, I was like, yeah, he doesn't care. He's done.
I don't think he's gonna win, but
I don't either, but you can't put anything past him.
No.
Like, did I really think he was going to win Travelers?
I did not think he was going to win the Travelers.
No. At 40 to, I don't remember seeing him at 40 to 1 ever.
Never.
What the fuck's he been doing the last couple of weeks? The last 3 weeks? Nothing?
This past week? All right, yeah. I know the deets on DJ.
You always do.
This 2 weeks ago, him and Paulina went on like a joint bachelorette party, and they were in St. Bart's, and they looked like they were partying. This past week, it was his Golf Foundation's event all week. I know him and Austin were grinding on the range there with all the, it's like Dustin Johnson Jr. Golf Academy or something, and he was there with all the kids.
That's good then, at least.
I know this past week he was getting after it. Week before, he was getting after it the other way.
You think this is an obvious question, but Do you think he really wants to come in here and win the Players?
I do. I've heard him talk about how he wants to get a Players. That's the next thing on. He's always talked about there's certain things he wants. He's like, I want a FedEx and I want a Players. And he got the FedEx. So I do.
40 to 1. You just got to bet it. Hold
Yeah.
your nose, close your eyes, whatever it is.
Yep.
Okay. So
there's some more value on this board. A ton of value on this board, man. I mean, Fitz 40. He's probably not going to win, but he can definitely finish sixth.
he can finish sixth.
Bet him top 10.
I like Fitz this week. He was steady. I mean, it was impressive what he did because he just wasn't making bogeys.
No bogeys at all. But he only made 7 birdies on the week in an eagle. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good positive thing going forward.
He didn't take care of Thursday like everybody should have.
Yeah.
He was +1. If he had shot like an average round Thursday, like a 68, like a 4 under.
He's deep in contention, yeah.
All right, next range. Will Z 45, Sanjay 45, Shane Lowry 45, Burns 45. Anything there?
I like Lowry. I think he played really well a couple weeks ago, and we're going to get some conditions likely where he thrives. That little drizzly. I know he didn't really like the rain too much last time, but he's when it's a little chilly, drizzly, might play a little bit tough. And he played well here last year as well. So I think Lowry is also a nice bet.
What's not to love about Lowry right now?
Yeah, he's playing great.
Oh my God, his stats were great at Honda, even off the tee, which is his weakness. Wow.
Can you picture him winning the Players?
Not really, but
me neither. But he's a good bet.
He is. What about your boy Willie Z?
Yeah, I think he can do all right. Find the fairway, find the greens. I don't know.
Yeah. Sanjay Burns? No. Burns started to play better this past week.
Sanjay could be all right.
Yeah. All right. Neiman 50, Billy Ho 50, my guy Spieth 50, and Terrell Hatton 50. Terrell Hatton can suck my ass.
Yeah, he gained like 7 strokes putting last week.
Yeah. He's all over the map.
Bet him here last year. He fucking sucked ass.
Never won a big field event. We won API, but
he sucks here too.
Yeah.
So yeah, out on him. Who else did you say? Willie? Yeah, I mean Neiman, good number. I kind of like him here, but he's not going to win like 2 big events in a row.
I kind of like Spieth.
I don't mind that.
He was in contention at Genesis for a bit, and then he did Spieth stuff. Fuck it. Fuck him.
Yeah, I mean, I could see him playing all right. I don't think he's going to put 4 good rounds together, though.
Yeah.
Good
number, though. I saw 60.
I think 60, 70 grand. I mean, if it depends what you do. Like, if you get more Kyle Rahm at the top, then, you can't really do much with these guys. But say if you started at that 28 or 35 range, then you could really pepper like 6 or 7 of these guys.
Yep.
Lowry, Spieth, whoever you wanted, really.
Some guys coming up here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next range. Scott 55, Louis 60, Connors, Gooch, Woodland 66.
Connors, Gooch, Woodland 66. I like Gary a lot.
He's playing well. 2 straight top 5s, putting out of his ass though too, but he's still hitting it well.
Well, I mean, in terms of fit too, it actually makes a lot of sense. Like shorter course, club down, put it in the fairway. He's good. Good on the Bermuda. So
yeah.
So yeah, I think I don't know. I thought the number was going to get beat down a bit, but it really isn't.
Yeah, I think you got to consider Woodland.
And he's been good a couple of weeks in a row. He's been playing well overall. It's not just like he had one good week and we're kind of concerned he's going to go back to what he was before.
Yeah, I'm out on Scott.
Me too.
Louis, yep. I can see Louis contending too.
I like Louis. I think this is the best number we've got on him in a long time.
Yeah, bettable, real bettable. Connors is bettable too. He played well last week. Man,
he ain't winning.
No, he's not. Abe Answer 70, Finau 70, Leishman 70, Casey 70, Homa. Any of these guys?
I mean, Casey could be all right. It's just he's not going to win.
Yeah, he's such a cocksucker.
He is a cocksucker, right?
He missed so many short putts early, first 2 rounds.
And just how bad he was in the weekend. It's like we talked about. It's going to beat some of those guys down. He's going to be one of them. It's just,
Yeah.
Back to Woodland, two fifth places in a row in Florida.
Yeah, it's hard to ignore.
Um,
Stats were good too. I know he's putting really well, but the rest of it was good too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, rest it was all good. 3.9 on approach, 4.9 tee to green, 6.1 tee to green. I like Gary.
Only problem is every time he sucks us in, he sucks ass. We
I know,
didn't bet him last week.
But at least this time he's done it twice in a row. This is the first time he has 2 straight top anything. Was concession in Honda 12th and 8th in 2020. I mean, he hasn't strung anything together in a long time.
Yeah. All right, here's some more value, I guess. Webb 75. Where the hell has he been?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to say no on him just because I don't think it's gonna happen.
Good fit though. Obviously won it. Here's not value. Tommy Fleetwood 80.
What should he be, 800?
Yeah, exactly. Jason Day, he's another course history guy, 80. Your boy Sergio, 80.
I love Sergio. I was looking forward to betting here for a long time, but his iron just been an absolute dick. Like they just fucking suck. According to Mike D, he switched to some muscle back TaylorMades, something that he typically hasn't used in the past. He started using them right when the calendar switched to 2022, and since that time, he's lost, strokes on approach in every event. Arnold Palmer, he lost 5 strokes on approach. He gained 5.2 putting. Fuck him.
Yeah, I'm out on Sergio. He doesn't even win when he is lights out on approach.
Yeah.
Couple guys here that Russell Henley and Siwoo and Kirk.
I like Henley.
I always love Henley, the players. He always fucks my ass. 3 straight missed cuts. 4
Like, why has he missed a cut here? He's so fucking perfect for this place.
I don't know. He played well last week too.
I'd rather bet Woodland than him, but if I had one of those hodgepodge cards where I'm starting at 30 and I want to bet all these guys and I don't get the numbers I want on Rahm, McCollum, or whatever, then I think he's a guy you just throw in there in that group of 6, 7 guys.
Okay, what about Siwoo?
No.
Why?
No repeat winners besides Tiger and Jack Nicklaus, and the third is going to be Siwoo.
Makes a ton of sense, man. Tiger, Jack, and then you just see Siwoo.
How's he been playing? Pretty good?
26 last week. 2 on approach. Been striping it off the tee.
Yeah, I can see him playing well. I don't think he's going to win.
But every time we get to Pete Dye, he's just Amex 11th. He's just what he does. Wyndham second. He's just the Pete Dye guy.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking too also, and this has nothing to do with Siwoo, and yeah, sure, he could be all right. I'm not going to bet him, but a lot of guys could overtake world number 1 this week. 4 different guys could.
I saw that, including Vic, which is crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, for me, it's like a lot of these guys who play well. I mean, you usually see good players win here, great players win here,
except Siwoo. All right. Any long shots you like? I'm not going to just keep reading names.
We chatted earlier about Harmon.
Yeah,
great course history. He's number 1 in my last 24 for Pete Dye.
8th and 3rd here, last 2 times.
He makes a lot of sense. 125 is a good number. Again, is he going to win? Probably not, but I really can see him playing very well.
He's been playing well too. 3rd at Amex. Man, it's a good number.
I like that number. I could bet that 125.
So I'm thinking here, man. Are you going to say Keegan? Go ahead, and then I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
I was going to say he played pretty well. I can see him playing well again. Probably not win.
What was his stats last week?
Keegan's?
Yeah.
I don't know if he was.
He kind of did the Fitz thing.
Yeah.
Just like going right around even par the whole time.
Didn't do much. He lost 0.3 in approach, game 3 off the tee, game 3.7 putting.
Makes the cut every year here, at least.
Yeah.
7th best finish.
I like him as a play. I don't think I like him as a outright win.
Okay, here's another guy. Noren.
Okay.
Come on, man. Sneaky playing well.
And you can see him in if it's a little chilly, little tough conditions. Obviously, that would suit him. I think he's back to the norm where he plays well when it's tough.
10th and 17th, first 2 times here.
Wow. When was that?
That was 2017 and 18.
Wow, he gained
missed the
5.4
Yeah,
in
look.
approach at Honda.
Look at those stats there, man.
Wow.
5 straight weeks on the approach.
Yeah,
Honda and Phoenix, Bermuda. Look at that. Putting it.
Yeah, I could get behind it, I think. What do you
So what I'm thinking is we bet Rahm, DJ, Brooks, and then these 2 bombs. Or a couple bombs, maybe 1 or 2 bombs over 100.
Oh yeah. I mean, easily could do that. Would be him and Harmon, or
That's who I like.
I like it too. Can no one win the Players?
Probably not, but I can see him just being in contention. Just one less guy I got to worry about,
I can too. I like knowing. What's the exact number?
125.
125. Yeah. It wouldn't shock me to find better either, honestly.
The only other guy would be your boy Knox, who's striping it.
Oh, his stats are fucking incredible.
225.
Jeez. I mean, second good drives gained, second in approach, 5th in ball striking.
Yeah,
he's great.
225.
And you never know. If it plays tough, he's a guy who could get into it, but how tough do we think it might play,
Yeah.
It's just I love these guys in theory. Like if it was the Honda or whatever the fuck it was, I could see him winning. It's just hard to see them winning the Players.
Well, fuck it. We're betting. If we bet fucking Rahm, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah, geez. Knox's iron's fire. Around the green's been bad, but whatever.
So yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, I do think a great player is going to win this week.
You think Rahm's going to win?
I do. Yeah, I think Rahm's going to win.
I'm in at 14, man. I'm in at 14. I'll jump in with you.
Are we going to get it?
I think so.
We'll do Rahm, Brooks, DJ all at 40.
I think we're going to get better on Brooks.
What about Woodland?
You wanted to bet him last week.
Kind of, yeah. I like him. I mean, I like what he was doing on Sunday. I know he fucked up in the bunker there, but like, he's kind of nails when he gets in it.
Yeah,
Makes a big putt.
Not a pussy.
Yeah, he's not a pussy. Like Victor.
What about Billy?
Yeah, I forgot about Billy.
I was really regretting not being on Billy. We should have been on Billy last week. That was my mistake. That was dumb. I saw him play really well at Honda. 50.
I wish it was like 60.
I know, but you know what? It's a home game for him. He's from Jacksonville.
Does he ever win in great fields?
Not this great, but he's never really sniffed contention here.
Wentworth, he won, was a pretty good field.
Yeah, but it wasn't this.
No. That's the thing. I mean, you want to count match play. That was a great field.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't really.
No, it doesn't count. I can see Billy too. I like Billy.
If I don't bet Rahm, it's going to be
hodgepodge.
Yep.
Lowry, Woodland, Billy, Brooks, DJ.
Probably X.
Those are all guys I think are really good bets, and those 2 long shots. Yeah, a lot you can do this week. That's the good thing about these good fields. Like, there's, sometimes you have these fields like Honda where it's like, I don't fucking know. I don't want to bet any of these fucking guys at these numbers. Yeah. This week, you got a lot of guys you can bet, and there are a lot of good bets on the board. I think we identified all the good bets. Do we know exactly which one we're going to bet right now? No, because it's going to depend what odds we get. But We talked about what we think the good bets are.
Yep, exactly. So, I mean, we'll obviously release the card. Who do you like better, Lowry or Woodland?
At the same number, at 80 or 45.
Let's say Lowry's 50, Gary's 60, or Gary's 70.
Probably Lowry there, but if it's 40 and 80, I like Gary.
Okay. All right, let's try to get a bounce back here. Last week was a rough one.
Let's get right back on it. Rombo's winning. Let's go.
All right, boom.